Good morning. From Lagos, Nigeria, this is Morning RAVE.
So the phone lines are open. You can look at our phone numbers on the screen. Just call in and be part of this conversation. And please be civil when you call in. Of course, your voice counts and it's all about you. Well, just before the newspaper review, we had our guest walk into the studio, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Prince Abayomi Johnson Odediran. Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you on the show.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are looking at the coalition this morning, the ADC coalition. Where does the Southwest stand ahead of in 2027? We've been hearing about the current coalition, the ADC, trying to unseat the current APC. What's your take on that?
Well, good morning, everyone. Now, viewer. What I would say about the coalition is like people comes together to cook lies, coming together, hungry for power in order to see how they can manipulate what is working for the common Nigerian citizen right now. First and foremost, let's start from the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. He was a vice president of this country. In fact, if I said one of the persons that will make us not to have 24 hours electricity in this country is Atiku Abubakar, because he's into all this generator business of a thing. And when he was vice president, we know all the scandal surrounded his system there. So I don't think they have anything to offer. The same thing Peter Obi. Peter Obi should be the one to be on the street and coordinate those who are drunkard, because I know he can manage those ones very well. Not that you'll be fine for it, because Peter Obi has nothing upstairs to offer us in this country.
But if you look at it, the ADC, you can't but recognize some of the powerful people at the ADC, apart from Atiku Abubakar and Obi. You also have some who is once a governor of Osun State, talking about RAVE, and someone who's also, you have to give it to him, have a bit of, when it comes to influence in the southwestern part of the country. He's the interim national secretary. And I've seen his move when he came to Lagos, the crowd and the rest. Yesterday, taking a picture with what's his name, Gbadebo Vivar, who is the Labour Party candidate in 2023. You know, when you look at, or when you factor all of this, you know, do you think Aregbesola can influence the Yorubas, because that's where you look at the southwestern part, to embrace ADC? Hitherto, we've always known that the Yorubas are more of APC than any other party. You know.
Thank you. When it comes to His Excellency RAVE Aregbesola, it might have his influence, fine. But one thing is that I know very sure is that it cannot fool us. It cannot fool the Yorubas.
What do you mean by it cannot fool us?
It cannot fool us. Okay. You understand? Aregbe is part of APC. There might be in-house problem. I'm not a member of APC. I'm a member of AAC. Okay.
Okay.
But during the last election, we all give kudos to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he knows the game. When we are talking of politics of today, he's a genius that need to tutor some of these people that are roaming about, they want to become a president. You know, when I talk about radicalism, somebody that I know that have the fearless mind, that can face and tackle the situation of this country, is Omoyele Sowore after Tinubu. Tinubu is trying, and Tinubu knows the game, and Tinubu is tackling it the way we want now. At least we have seen a lot of changes. Forget about party. Forget about being a PC member, being a ADC, PDP, or AAC. Let's face the reality. We all know there are a lot of changes. There are a lot. There's no one, no angel can come from heaven that will say, under 1 year, you want to transform Nigeria.
Peter Obi said in
Peter
2 years
said it,
that he just
2 years.
In 2 years.
What did he do when he was a governor of his state? He should come out here and tell us his reference, his record, so that we can make reference on those things. What he achieved.
Let me put you on the spot. If you feel he didn't do much, we looked at the last election. We saw how many million votes. I think he had about 6 million
Forget
votes.
about that vote. It is our principal, Omoyele Sowore, give him the opportunity to have such crowd.
How?
Assuming when we're trying to talk to our principal that, no, you know what, all these leaders, just try to manage them. Yoruba used to say, Nigeria are really hungry to get somebody to change the whole thing. And with the support of our former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, and some other statements, that is what gives, what's it called? Peter Obi. And he joined Labour Party. I remember, Labour Party only sustained on those states during Mimiko.
Yes.
Then.
Yes.
So the people still believe in the achievement of Mimiko, Olusegun Mimiko then, to say, Labour Party is still trying. So they use all these things to cook. That's what gives that Obi that support. It's not his influence. It's not.
What about Atiku? Because in the 2023 election, Atiku won Osun State, where everybody was surprised that Atiku won. Peter Obi won Lagos State, which is the home ground of the president. And people were shocked. Now that both of them are in ADC or one way or the other, and they're looking at teaming together, we don't know, even though some people, Obi has said no, he hasn't accepted to be running mate, But if it happens that both of them team up, like they did in 2019, and Peter Obi the running mate,
they will still lose.
Why?
That's the reality. They will still lose. Because number one thing is very sure. I know for sure. It's only God that can decide. But Atiku is not precise. It's not assigned to be a president in this country.
Oh, you mean it's not his destiny?
It's not destiny. So he should just try to make. Okay, let's assume what is the population of Nigeria today? 250 million thereabout. Okay, all these people that are doing the coalition of a thing, they are all trillionaire, billionaires. Okay. All our money they squander. Let each of them donate 250 million for the general masses to make every Nigeria, common man, a millionaire in this country. Instead of them to be giving them 30,000 during the election, let them donate 250 million. So that each of the Nigerian citizens will have at least 5 million to become millionaire.
Oh my goodness.
In this country. You understand?
Yeah.
Who is fooling who? They will come with their tactics, putting Gary and salt together to deceive our people. People are now wise. You understand? When we are talking of all of them were shouting that they are going to remove subsidy. Okay, when Tinubu came and implement that subsidy to be removed, people are shouting. They are the one that ginger people on the ground, sponsoring some people, go for protest, do this, do that. We know all the game. I told you earlier on, I'm not an APC member, but what we are saying is, when you see that the same mindset you have, the president of the country currently is following the same direction. Why can't you come together on the same table? See how you can give him support.
But Prince,
it cannot be perfect.
Your principal, Sowore, is also against the president. In fact, he's against all of them. He has described the president as a member of the criminality structure.
It is good.
So
it is good. That is politics. That is politics. When you are playing politics, you are looking for our weak point to see how we can use it to campaign against one another. But let me tell you, none of them, if tomorrow come, Tinubu's daughter or Tinubu's son wanted to marry Atiku's daughter, they exchange. They don't fight out there. It is when it is politics. So politics is a game of who, when.
Right.
So you just need to understand that fact. So Omoyele Sowore, none of these people is his enemy.
Just playing politics.
He can play politics because also I took my own Gary to the market, you took yours to the market. And I want somebody to buy mine. Then you also wanted to market yours. Everybody will lose. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, another thing is that Governor Adeleke, there are rumors that he might defect to the APC. Although I think last week he denied it. He said no, we're still in. Now that we're seeing all this permutation, ADC is going here and there, you know, and it looks as if PDP is collapsing, you know. Would it be advisable for Governor Adeleke to join the APC?
Okay, thank you for that question. Number one is a matter of choice. Since the so-called article that they are seeing up there, like a chairman, I don't know if it is a chairman or whatever, can refer to ADC because he's hungry for power. Then nothing stop any of his followers to decamp to whatever party they want. Some can come to AAC. Remember, I ran for House of Rep in 2019 and 2023 with my own hard-earned money, trying. Because you cannot sit down there as a youth and say this government is bad, this government is this, is that, without making a move. Forget the background where we came out from. We need to put in our best to let them know that, okay, we also have this quality. It is only in the government I discovered that they don't ask you about your experience if you want to be a president. If you want to be a minister or a governor, you don't need experience.
Of course.
You don't need experience. All you need is your school cert. And we have more than that. But if you want to be a cleaner here now, you ask, how many experience you have? Where have you worked before? This and this and that. So that's the system I'm seeing that is abnormal somehow. It's abnormal. But from the campaign from one party to the other, if you think that is where you think that you will be able to deliver what you have upstairs and what you have for the people to make the masses enjoy what make them to be a citizen of this country, then they can. But if you are going there for another mindset, then you will also face the consequences at the end of the day. You understand?
Yeah.
People, it's not everybody that contests for a political post that really have the mind of deliver the will of the people. No. Some people go there for their own selfish interests. Some people go there out of, okay, you have been part of the APC or PDP for years, now you are old, you need to nominate somebody, then you nominate one of your sons that know nothing about politics or what the people are facing. Then he came there, you just see how he can squander money, he buy houses in Dubai, buy everywhere, then it's finished. I brought a visitor to Nigeria a couple of weeks ago from South Africa. They were looking at the road from Ibadan to Ife.
Okay.
I'm ashamed myself. He was telling me that, my prince, can't we assist your king to do this road? Maybe we can raise funds in South Africa to... I was like, in the country whereby we can borrow South Africa money, we can borrow even the US. We have the resources. Nigeria is not broke. Let all these people that form the coalition, let them give us 1 billion to fix the infrastructure of this country.
Okay, my prince, let me hold there. We have a call. Let's quickly take this caller. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Adekunle calling from Yaba.
Adekunle from Yaba.
All right, go ahead.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Concerning Showore, I don't think it will be a bad idea. Because this coalition of 18, to me, is the same old people trying to do the same thing they've been doing that has not been working. So why not try somebody else? I don't think Showore will be a bad idea. Even though I hate talking about Nigeria politics.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's a situation. Let's give another person a try and see what will happen. Because the country is in a mess. A big one at that.
All right. Thank you for calling. Okay.
But, Prince, is Showore a presidential material?
Of course he is.
Why?
Nobody is born and they wrote it in their forehead that you are a president. You decide what you want to use your life for or what you want to be in life. You understand? They say success is for the risk taker, not the comfort seeker.
Yeah, true.
If you are avoiding risk, you won't get to the top there.
Not at all.
You won't be able to deliver the will of God in you. Everybody has his own quality. For Sowore to be a president of the union president in Lagos State, Lagos University, the far back as then, you understand? And it's still existing till today. If it continues, don't give up. You keep pushing. I know one day, if God really destined him to be, he will preside over this country. No one can change it.
But do you share his idea of a revolution? Because he's always someone who said there's
revolution. There is different ways of defining revolution. Revolution is not always about war. You understand? It's not only about war. There are a way of practicing revolution. There are a way of at least let the government know that the masses are not happy with you. You understand? Yeah. So it's just that it is our system and some people that transform and modernize it the other way around. And at the long run, they call him. They said it's what they call treason, felony, blah blah blah, all those things. Somebody that they did not hold the gun, he did not hold cutlass. What is treason, felony offense? But there's freedom of speech. Let people talk. Even the children you have, if they are not happy with what you are doing,
they will
force out. They will tell you.
I don't like this. I don't like that.
Sometimes ago, my wife called me that, you know what, talk to your daughter. And we said, we're going to church. And she said, you know what, Mom, most times I wanted to sleep. They will be disturbing me that I can't sleep in the church. And you spend hours in the church. I said, oh, you know what? She's telling you what she doesn't like about our church. Let us also talk to our pastor to show the service. It's only in Nigeria that you worship, you do service for 4 hours, 10 hours. People are tired, people are still going to work on Monday. There are very white people that we are following. 45 minutes, they're out of church.
But because we're out of time, Prince, the question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade Tinubu's administration? Because then a lot of people out there complaining about not feeling the impact of this government. Food prices are certainly high. Salaries nothing to go by. And, so on that scale, 1 to 10, how would you grade the president's achievements?
I was 1 to 10.
Yes.
Like let's use percentage.
Okay, we can go
out of 100.
Out of 100.
At least I can still give President Tinubu 75%.
75%?
Yes.
Which one?
Let me tell you, across Africa, Nigeria is the one that are still enjoying what we call freedom in Africa today. You might not see it the way we are seeing it. We live abroad. What you are paying, some Nigerians are paying for per annum for rent here is what we are paying per month over there. My child school fees per month pay some people per annum rent here in Nigeria. Check the fuel. We're talking of fuel. Nigeria is the cheapest across Africa. Go and ask how much are they selling fuel in Ghana. Ask other African countries. Ask South Africa. You understand? We are talking about Nigeria, the food is high. Nothing is high. But good, the money might not circulate. The people might not have what they are doing to get this thing done. Those are the areas where in the issue of employment, youth empowerment, the president needs to put more effort. Let people work. Let them increase the minimum wage. 77,000 is nothing.
Not true.
I'm telling you. Yeah. And that is why you see crime there every day. That is why I urge this, our coalition people. Let the Nigerian youth breathe. Give them, each of you from Atiku Abubakar, El-Rufai, Peter Obi, Amechi, my uncle Arebeshola. Put 250 million. David Mark, you know how many offices, you know how many times you run this government in Nigeria, different offices. Give them 250 million. Let us deposit in the common Nigerian account. I'm telling you, you will not see bandits out there. It's not only Fulani that are kidnapping now. Yoruba are kidnapping.
Mentioning them.
People are kidnapping.
What about the APC? What about the president? Why wouldn't he donate the whole 250?
The reason why I said this is this.
Since you are saying that,
instead of them, the 5 of them I mentioned, to come together and sit down on a round table with the president. President, we are seeing your efforts, but these are the areas you're weak. Please, what can we do? Let them come together. Not that you say you want to. I'm telling you, the 5 of them are going to fight for this presidential ticket in this ADC.
We'll wait and see what happens.
You see the drama.
We're out of time now. We'll be with His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Prince Abayomi Johnson Odediran. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We really enjoyed your
Thank you. And let's use this opportunity also to thank the President and the Senate for the opportunity given to all our royal fathers.
Yes.
These our royal fathers are playing a very vital role in this country. You understand? And I appreciate that the fact that they acknowledge their effort. You understand? From His Imperial Majesty Oba Babatunde Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, Olofin Ademola, the Olori Alade Gbogbo, is really trying. If you visit him, you will know the load on his neck.
Okay.
So please, let's appreciate the Senate. Please, let's keep
we'll bring
pushing.
praise for this particular focus one of these days.
One
No
of these
problem with
days.
that. We'll talk about the hotel.
All right, please, you can head up to our social media handles, RAVE Television, #MorningRave, to send in your comments so that you can be part of the show. We'll be around tomorrow, same time, for the Love Thursday edition of your favorite breakfast show. I'll be with my co-anchor,
Olujimi, I know. And sharply, happy birthday to our production assistant, Ife. You know,
happy
Friday
birthday.
we will celebrate
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
all right,
birthday.
Dr. Champion Mike signing
Happy
out.
birthday. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.